We are going to continue from where we left off in Skyrim just for a few more minutes. I am feeling better now. I'm not suffering from a terrible migraine like I was this afternoon. However, I did forget and neglect a few more glitches to try and do them again. We are here with Game. He is playing Skyrim on his end.
I have recently beaten Mirak.
Nice. We have started to be attacked by the cultists. We have also started the Greybeard's missions. We got both the second piece to Whirlwind's Shout, or Whirlwind's Grant, and the second shout for Vusfroda, Unrelenting Force. We have re-picked up our teammate from Larkishburg. We also obtained our own farm and are trying to find a, what you want to call it, a steward for it. We are also trying to get we are also trying to get King Olaf's verse, but right now we are going to be doing several in-game base glitch, in the normal game glitches, for just a few short minutes in this short video.
Would you like a tip for the steward?
Feel free, if you would like.
Take any have any companion anyone that's willing to follow you as a companion, bring him to there, and it'll give you the dialogue line. Would you like to become my steward?
Yes, I tried that with the character we have, but it did not take to it.
No, the orcs are different.
Yeah, they should still be the same, one and the same, similar. But no.
I took the lady I found, which is the Illa? I think that's how you pronounce her name? Because I don't know, I bothered not to look up where she actually goes when you dismiss her from a companionship. It doesn't stay that tower, I know that.
Fine, I'll stand watch.
Sorry, what was that?
The lady I have as my steward for my plantation.
Alright, so we are going to do the secret chest in Whiterun first. It's underneath the Skyforge. This is connected straight to Yorlin, Greymane. Not all of his items are in this chest, but a lot of them are. Anything that is put in this chest he will not sell. If we put something random in there, for example, Dragon Bones might be one of those he could sell, but I don't think it'll do that. Anytime I've ever put an item in this chest, if it was not originally taken out of this chest, just straight up is either in it still, or is never seen again. So yeah, be careful what you put in this chest, if you put anything. Usually most people only want to take out of this chest. It's pretty good for some basic starting of the game, but as you get further and further into the story, you really won't need to do this nearly as often, or as much. You may want to once you have beaten Alduin, because better stuff becomes more available and in plentier, or more plentiful, in truth.
Yeah.
And that is the Skyrim glitch chest. Anything you take out of there kind of takes from your Orland supply, but on the same token, you also get the chance to get it for free without considering it stolen and getting it stolen. It's just basically stuff you can go in, pick out of your Orland's pocket, and then
to the next fight.
You have it for yourself to use, or sell, or whatever you want to do with it. 9 out of 10 people will take it and sell it all right back to him. Most. It's not to say everyone does. Now, the other chest that we are going to do is the most famous second secret chest. Game, would you like to describe this chest?
Which one is that, may I ask again, because I zoned out on that.
It's the second most notable chest that is hidden in the
one in
glitches of Skyrim.
Star.
Yes, it is.
That's hidden by a mine behind 2 trees. In a corner, you have to look completely down to access it.
Yep, that is correct.
I think it was a accident, too, for them to even allow that to happen, but I can't be sure.
So, here is the area in which the chest is hidden. It is hidden usually, like, right in here, hiding behind this tree. One of these trees, anyway. It is secretly... Okay, where did it go? I know it's beside this mine. I know it's right. Yep, there it is. There it is. It was hidden under a rock. Trigger for it didn't want to show up. Oh, hey! Angus Bane makes a reappearance in our area of expertise. Oh, and some fishing maps. A lot of extra goodies. And basically, this is just random. Whatever is in here is in here. It's a lot like Yorland's chest, but I don't know exactly where all these items come from. And as we can look, it really... only people I've ever seen affected by emptying that chest is the blacksmiths. Strangely enough, when we walk up to the blacksmiths here, though, they still have, as far as I know, plenty of stuff to sell.
You, what do you want? I'm just one of the miners. I don't want any trouble.
Frost to
Hey, Vlad, I now have a mission to kill off an entire family.
Thinks
Oh, yeah.
Stormfolk is
Yep,
invincible.
it's
and
the matter in
spits
Souls
dragons.
time.
The people here look
Oh.
to Green Amaryllis when they need things settled.
Yes, Severin
Real
Manor.
firebrand going up.
Yeah, time for them to meet the hero's clutch.
Oh yeah, you finally infiltrated their house?
Until next.
Where are you going
can
to?
I even upgrade it? No, I can't, but I can upgrade the Let's Go Blade and Ballad Oath Blade. And now I'm going to go do that now.
So yeah, those are the basic top 2 glitches one can do in the Skyrim base game, is those 2 chests. There are a handful of other glitches that can be done that I might cover later on that are a little more tedious and tricky in the time to come. Now, this is only if, you know, I feel up to it and don't have a lot to do. However, things are amping up on some issues in my personal life. There is one more secret chest that most people do not know of, and it is the 3rd highest rated chest if you can find it. There are actually 2 of those chests. There is one also hidden in Winterhold and Riften. The one in Winterhold, if it's in the base game, is usually hidden right under the very edge of the College of Winterhold's walkway. The other, for Riften, is usually hidden somewhere between Riften itself, and if you do the side mission for that horse thief who wants you to take Frost and sell it to him, the cabin you have to go to find Frost in the lineage paperwork, there inside is a chest on the base floor which will glitch. you can walk up to it, kind of interact with this chest. But if you do not kill all of the guards, that chest, anything you may store in it, even if you're just storing in it temporarily, will lock itself. And all the items, even if it's your item from somewhere completely else, will occasionally be marked as stolen.
Say if you put a Daedric weapon in there for just a moment, and I'm saying the artifact kind, you go back to go get it, it'll be marked as stealable loot.
If you do not complete the mission, or if you have to, by chance, be taken captive, I don't know exactly the entire stipulation on that.
How can you even get captive in that?
Basically, you'd have to be wanted by the city guard at the same time. Let's say, for some reason, you go in there with no healing items, your base, like maybe steel armor, and you try to go one-off all of the guards. You will basically sit there at a strenuously long firefight with archers and swordsmen, and if you do not have many healing items, you may want to, and you don't want items. For example, say you steal a ton of valuables, and you put them all into a chest to try and keep them from the guards. If you put them in this chest, and then are instantly captured, because they will summon the city guard, first off, you will more than likely lose all of those valuables, even if they're not already stolen. Now, there is a second counterpart to that, too. If you, say, kill all of the entities in the building with all of your stolen goods in there, and perhaps only then afterwards trigger the mission itself, say you go find this place ahead of time, and you clear all but one of the guards and you put your stolen goods in there, you go back after triggering the mission and kill the one or whatever else is there, those items are now not stolen. It's basically a two-way glitch chest. One way it'll lock and say all your items are stolen. One way it'll unlock whatever stolen items you may have. I've seen the unlock variant far more than I've ever seen the lock situation. I have seen both of them.
Or you can never get them back ever again.
Right. There are one of those cases where you try to walk in and your game will crash every time. This is also a common strat for some people who like to duplicate items. Very particular items, maybe like, say, Azura Star, or, for example, some people used to take the white vial there, and both broken variant, and then they would try to duplicate it, and then it would automatically double up on the, restoration process. Then they would end up with 2 white vials rather than 1. A lot of clever hidden little strats.
This guy says that...
Go on.
Sorry, continue.
There is a funny little glitch that could very rarely happen just without even so much as an issue. In Falkreath, when you go to try and find this crypt with the Draugr in it for some magical interference or something, when you're going to find the priest's journals, I've done that, he basically tells you, oh hey, I'm looking for all my journals, if you help me find them, I'll reward you. We go into this tomb, we find his journals, but there is a very strange wizard guarding them. A Draugr wizard, who can split himself into all the elements. Now, this entity, for certain, will split himself into all of the elements, lightning, fire, ice, so on. But you leave his staff on him, or no, not a staff. You take his all but the weapon that he possesses, a sword, and you leave. You already have the one staff he carries. it will then, if you go and do not turn the mission in, you save, quit, and go back into it, he will have, on a very rare occasion, a second staff. Just like in Labyrinthian, you can almost duplicate the Staff of Magnus. On the same
Can I say
off
one
chance-
thing
What's that?
about the Staff of Magnus? I've had it where it gave it twice on its own.
Mm-hmm.
No glitches, nothing.
That's
The
actually
two Staffs
a
of
glitch.
Magnus.
Hmm. That's a failure to register the code glitch. That's you go there once.
Probably a common instance.
Yes, that's the thing about these glitches is some of them are so common, it just does it without even so much issue.
Or it's part of the game's code and it's not realizing you should have one of these things.
Mm-hmm. That's exactly